good, Grumble. Ow, Grumble.
Are you smiling? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. It's okay. It's okay. You're a nice girl.
This is your northbound side headed to downtown at 28th Street. Pretty backed up, starting around 42nd.
Nice little fox.
45 minutes, 2-minute drive time.
Nice little gremlin. Watch out for the other one.
Oh, who's a good girl? Yes. All right, some of you guys have been asking me what it's like to really live with a fox. And so today, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God. Because these little guys can be awesome, horrible, beautiful, smelly, and just about everything you can imagine in between. And every single year, we help save these guys and raise little ones to donate out to you guys out there. But these foxes, they're not for everybody, not by any means. So today, we're gonna look at a couple babies, and we're gonna go to the shelter that we help raise foxes with, talk to the gal that runs it, and then maybe if you guys are interested in adopting a fox of your own, this video will help you figure out if it's right for you or if it's just good enough watching a video on foxes. Right, Storm? Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl? Like the fact that she just tried to eat my parrot about 3 minutes ago. Yeah, but you didn't get it, did it? No, but you tried. Yeah, you tried. She's a good girl. Other than the fact that she just tried to eat my parrot. Well, I'd like to introduce you to Grumble and Angel. If you're wondering which is which, well, their names are pretty self-explanatory, and in about 30 seconds, you're going to figure out who's who. Grumble and Angel are litter mates, meaning they were born in the same litter, and we tried to raise them together, but that didn't work out so hot, and you'll see why and coming up now. Grumble's looking at Angel. Like, I'm gonna bite you, yup.
No.
That was all Grumble.
You're okay.
Angel's still in fight mode.
Well, she just got attacked.
Of course, by guess who? Grumble. Now you guys know why we call her Grumble. That's Grumble.
Attitude.
Grumble.
It's okay. She's still not over it. She's fine.
And Grumble's going in while you're trying to hold her. Grumble's like, let her down.
I think she smells my tuna salad because she really likes tuna.
With the pepper on it?
Didn't ask. I wasn't giving it to her. It was for me.
Oh, that's your food?
Yeah, it's my lunch. Here, do you want tuna? Oh yeah, they like tuna. Hey. Huh.
Gotta
Your
keep
sister
her
alone.
Keep her distracted.
She's already upset.
She's doing the butt move.
What do they call it in basketball? Box them out.
Box them out, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my butt. Leave me. Bite my butt. My face is eating.
Messy.
Angel's ready. I've actually never seen Angel instigate a fight. It's always Grumble. Mm-hmm. But Angel's not one to back down. So you've had 2 foxes for pets. Because I'm trying to get other opinions on actual foxes as pets. Do they make good pets or not make good pets?
They're a cross between a cat and a dog.
And they're more maintenance
But they
than
don't
both.
like noise. A Like a dog will play, a puppy will play with stuff. They'll jump away and be scared to death.
But they're more work than both.
I don't know.
Well,
They're not as hard to feed. They'll eat just about anything, you know.
okay, but you can't have them in the house.
No.
All right, so I guess that's when you think of a pet, most people are gonna.
can. You're just gonna be cleaning a lot.
I don't think it's fair to the fox though. They dig. They want to dig.
Yeah.
You know, when it boils right down to
But
it.
they also like people. I mean, if they're used to you, they want to be with us.
And kind of like how both of them are following you around like shadows.
Well, they're just babies. But I mean, in Storm, she I don't know. I think she wants to be with us. She wants to come into the house. She gets loose. She runs to the door. So.
Yeah, she runs to the door to get in. Yep. Okay, but what about litter training and scent training?
What do you mean? They stink.
Bad.
Worst smelling pee ever. Litter training, I think they did pretty well.
Yeah,
I think Storm did well.
I think so.
She just had a problem with peeing everywhere. Like
Marking.
marking thing you own with this horrid fox pee smell.
Ugh, it's terrible.
It's bad.
Yeah, no, litter training is fine, but you can't scent train them because they want their smell to be everywhere.
Everywhere.
Ugh.
Well, though, didn't she tell us, the fox girl tell us that some are worse than others?
The fox girl.
I don't know if I was supposed to say her name.
Michaela.
I know, but I didn't know if I was supposed to say
Yeah,
her
yeah,
name.
yeah. No, actually I'm making this video
Oh, okay.
for saveafox.org.
Oh,
So,
well, then I should be more positive.
no, actually I'd rather have you be absolutely brutally honest
Well, that's what
because
I'm
I'd rather have people know what they're getting into with a fox than to get one and then to rehome them because they bond to people when it boils down to it, right?
You think?
No, they bond to individuals. Like Storm, she bonds to you, me, Hunter.
She loves him.
Yeah.
And she loves these guys.
Yes. So they're a very kind, gentle, intelligent pet, but they don't like strangers at all.
I could bring Storm in. Want to see how Storm interacts with them?
Yeah, let's
All
see.
right, let's get.
Storm is a coming. We're prepping the house.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can never really prep the house. It's crazy. She's crazy. So we got these two guys. We're not even going to tell Lucy. We're just going to let her in. I'm not going to say a word to the coonhound. Nothing's going to happen, coonhound. Nothing. Just keep laying there, guarding the house, coonhound. Looking at the two foxes.
I don't have her hooked up.
Here she comes. Here's the Storm. Here's the Storm. Here she is. Hello. You got that one so excited, Storm? Yes, you got it so excited. Oh my gosh. I don't know what's wrong with it, Storm. What's wrong with that thing? I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with it. Hi, Storm. Oh, you're a good girl. Oh, you're such a good girl, Storm. Put Lucy out.
Yeah, I just put her out.
gosh.
Storm, where's the other one? Don't pee on my purse.
Don't pee in my
She
purse.
will. She has before.
And in your shoes. And buried my wallet in her litter box. Yeah. Well, there's no mystery why we named you Grumble.
I'm trying to name her Grumble. Storm.
Grumble just attacked Storm.
Storm. Yeah.
Now that Grumble's over her obsession with that little toy, maybe she can play with Storm a little bit. Storm?
Yeah, she's not makeup ready. Just came out of her
And she's
cave.
got her summer crap coat on.
Yeah, she
She's the reason she looks like that's because for everybody that doesn't know, they shed their. She's in that really ugly in between stage where they shed their winter coat, and then they take on their summer coat, and they look like crack foxes. She looks like she's a little crack fox.
Why are you biting me?
Grumble. Who's your good Grumble? Who's your good Grumble? Who's a good Grumble? Who's a good Grumble? Who's a good Grumble? Ow, Grumble. Ow. Ow.
Music got the best in me. Ever since I was a child. Now it's showing its ugly face. What can I do? Music creeps into my dreams. Wakes me into sweaty sheets. Abandons me when nights died out. What can I do? What can I do?
That's Grumble. Alright guys, I'm at saveafox.org and there's foxes absolutely everywhere. In fact, I see a baby right now. There's Michaela. She runs it, owns it. How long have you been doing this, Michaela?
I've been working with foxes for 7 years.
So you've got one down here and another one in your hand. Look at these guys.
These are little marble pups.
Hi! Oh, just a cute little fox. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Look at these guys. Oh, you are adorable. Oh, wow. These are what kind?
These are marble pups. They came from a fur farm.
They came from a fur farm.
Yep.
So tell me the story. What do you do?
So we rescue captive bred foxes. So 90% of our foxes actually are surrenders from pet home situations. And then the other 10% are fur farm rescues. And we usually do this just in the springtime. That's when baby foxes are born. So we take in the rejects, we take in the runts, we take in the injured and the sick ones. And this marble litter we have 3 of them actually, the other one's in a kennel. and they were all rejected. So the mom stopped nursing them, so they would have all passed away if we did not come in and take them.
Oh, we got another one here. What kind is this one now?
This is a platinum. He's one of our rescues that the mom had chewed his ears off, actually.
Oh.
So he doesn't have an ear.
Oh, no ears on you. Oh, look at that. Oh, you're such a little cutie. Yeah, oh, who's a good boy? Yes, you're such a good boy. Good boy? Yeah,
Yep.
it's boy. Oh, yeah. What a gorgeous animal. Just beautiful. So each fox that you have out here has room to roam, but then they have their own space too, don't they?
Yep.
Okay, so now Shadow was
Shadow was one of our foxes that got seized from a petting zoo, and she actually came from Utah. So all of their animals got seized, and 3 of the foxes from that petting zoo came here. So she's still being introduced into the fox yard, so that's why she's still in a kennel during the day. I'm still working with her. It's important that all of our foxes understand commands so that we can get them back into their enclosures at night. So as soon as she understands what like treat means and I can get her to come when called, then she can be openly out in the fox yard and just put away at night.
come when called. I wish that would work with my wife. Still haven't taught her that one. You teach me how to do it with a fox. I got a few places I could use that. My kids, other places. How you doing?
Hi, doing
This is one of our volunteers. She's working on cleaning the cages today.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, you have lots of people that help you. Because you have, how many foxes do you handle here?
We have 13.
13.
Yeah, not including babies.
Okay, so you save them, you give them a life, then you try to find them homes, right?
Yes.
I think what happens a lot of times is people think that foxes are going to make a good pet, and they don't understand what they're getting into, do they?
The problem is a lot of breeders don't like inform people enough on what it's like to raise a fox, and that's why we get so many pet surrenders that people had originally bought from breeders because they just advertise them like, oh, look, cute fox. And people put a down payment on it. They don't know what they're getting into. And then they have this fox, and by fall time, it's like a wild animal in the house.
So what are the things that, if people are thinking about buying a fox, or they want a fox, one of the things that concerns me, I'll be totally honest with you, is people getting foxes and then not knowing what they're getting into.
I think the biggest mistake people have when looking into getting a fox is they compare it too much in their mind to getting a dog. They think it's going to be able to, be trained to walk on a leash as easily as a dog, be trained to be potty trained as easily as a dog, and none of that's true. Everything with training a fox is very similar to trying to train a cat. So it'd be like trying to train a cat to walk on a leash and trying to train a cat to sit. Foxes don't naturally potty train like cats or dogs, so that's definitely a downfall. They're a lot harder to keep inside. A lot of people will get them thinking they can raise them in the house, keep them in the house, and they territorial mark everything. I mean, you can even
it took me
vouch for
3
that.
months to realize this is an outdoor pet.
Yeah.
And when I put my fox out and I built an outdoor enclosure for her, and when she moved outside, she was way happier.
Yeah.
We were way happier.
It's a lot easier. It's a lot easier to have a outdoor fox than an indoor fox, but people need to understand too, they can't just keep them in a chain link fenced yard because they can climb it and they can dig it.
Right.
So that's why we have lean-ins, and then we also have dig guards that you could probably see so that they can't.
So that's how you do it. That's how you do the dig guard.
Yep, and then we do a perimeter check.
Hello. Hi. I don't have a treat. It's a camera. Yes, it's a camera. So this is a rescue too. You rescued him as an adult?
Yep, he is one of actually right now out of the foxes we have here, he is our only adult fur farm rescue. So he is our only fox that we rescued from a fur farm as an adult. And considering the fact that he lived in like a 3x2 foot cage his whole adult life, and look how friendly he is.
You've worked with him, because the last time I seen him was about 6 months ago. I came out in the middle of winter, remember?
Yeah.
And you couldn't get near him. He was very skittish.
And now he's trained to, I mean, we let him out of his cage, in the morning, and then we put him away at night, and he comes when called. I mean, he doesn't like to be handled, and he doesn't like to be pet, which is understandable, but the fact that we can get him to come whenever we need him to, we can still...
So what's the word you use to get him to come?
We use TREAT.
Okay guys, you're gonna meet Finnegan. He's kind of the one that started the whole thing, isn't he?
Hi, Finn. What are you doing? Come here. Yeah. Here, you want another one? I saved it for you. All the other foxes were trying to eat them while you were napping. Here. This is my baby.
Mm-hmm. Well, sorry, Finnegan. I didn't mean to scare you. So Finnegan's created his own foxhole, huh?
Yep, that's his little den.
So that's another thing that I want to point out is when you keep a fox inside, you kind of eliminate their ability to do what they naturally want to do.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Finnegan
dig.
used to be inside. He used to be half inside, half outside, but one day he dug a hole straight through the couch.
Yeah.
So, and he's dug a hole through my mattress, too.
Right.
So he's a digger.
They're all diggers.
Yeah.
I mean, every fox I've ever met loves to dig holes.
Yeah, and some more than others, and some are also more destructive than others. It's almost, there's certain foxes where it's almost impossible to keep them inside, even half the time, just because they're so destructive. And it's not something that they do just to be bad. It's just they get bored and they need stimulation. They need things to do, so they'll rip up pillows or they'll dig through furniture.
One of the things too that people don't get is they like to mark. At least mine does.
Yeah, they all do.
They all mark, and
Even females more than males, which is interesting. But I've noticed that the female foxes here, anyways, they're the ones that kind of run the show. The females overdominate the males, and they're the boss.
and marking isn't a little thing either. Fox pee is probably one of the stinkiest pees.
It's so bad.
It's so bad.
And you can, just the smell of it, you can like taste it. That's how bad it is.
You can, and it doesn't go away, like, because they pee in their water, they pee in their food.
Yep.
They pee in their own food.
They love to pee in dishes. In any type of dish, if I leave any type of empty bowl or empty dish out, they'll pee in it.
Yeah, they pee everywhere.
Yeah.
I took her for a walk one night with my son, and he's like, "How many times do you think she's gonna pee?" And I said 100. And it was, we just went for a couple miles, and when we finally got back home, it was 97.
Yeah.
97 times she marked on a 2-mile walk.
And you can't eliminate the marking, really. Some foxes mark more than others, and there's no way to tell from when they're a baby to when they're adult if they're gonna be really bad at marking or how bad they're gonna be. And even the foxes you can potty train in the litter box, it doesn't eliminate marking.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ours is potty trained for the most part, but not mark trained.
Yeah.
That's why they make a much better outdoor pet than an indoor pet. So if you guys are thinking about getting a fox for a pet, man, think carefully, because they mark. You can potty train some of them. You can't potty train all of them. They're natural roamers. I'm gonna tell you straight up. They want to roam. They want to go. I mean, now mine will come back, but she's gotten off the leash more than once, and I'm chasing through the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Trying to catch her, because I know as soon as she's out of my sight, it's going to be even more impossible to find her again.
Yeah, I mean, and another thing people need to know is not every fox is like this, but a lot of foxes will bond so strongly to their owners, and they won't bond to anyone else. Our pet surrender, Banjo, super affectionate with his owners, super bonded to them. They could hold him, they could pet him. None of the volunteer, he's been here for almost 2 months, none of us can touch him.
Okay.
So they get so bonded. I mean, people need to plan this for a long-term thing, because it's really hard to rehome them for them to be happy again.
Tell me about it. Yes, that's one of the things that you got to worry about with a fox. So they don't make the best pets, but they make good pets for the right people. But you got to know exactly what you're getting into before you do it.
Yeah,
I
think they make a lot better and almost easier pets when they're kept outside. Even if it's just, you don't need a fox yard this big. If you just want like a 10 by 10 fox enclosure, and if you plan on walking your fox, that's perfect. That's all your fox needs. And
every day though.
Every day, but they're so much easier to keep outside. And when it's like a 10 by 10 outdoor enclosure with a cement bottom, you You clean it out once a week, you power wash it. In the winter, you don't really have to clean it at all if you live in a winter climate.
Okay, so when she says 10 by 10, that means 10 by 10, but you walk him every day. I mean,
Yeah.
worst flipping cold ever. We're
Yep.
going out. In fact, the colder it is, they like it more. But
And
if
you
you
need
have
to start walking them young, because otherwise they're not gonna take to leash and collar or leash and harness. You need to get them on that like right away.
yes, yeah, they kind of freak out. Now mine she's used to it.
Yeah.
She'll just sit there and let me put it on. She hates it,
Mm-hmm.
but she'll let me put it on. Oh, here's something important thing. If you decide to keep a fox and you have it on a harness, take the harness off when you're not walking. Don't leave the harness on. Do not do it. Because what I did is I was walking my fox and I took a thermal imager. Dead of winter, it was like 0 degrees out. And while I was walking her, I took a thermal imager and I shot it on her so I could see where she was losing heat.
Yeah.
The only place she was losing heat was right in her face and only where the harness was. As soon as I took that harness off, her fur puffed out. She was not losing any heat. So
Yeah.
that told me that if I left that harness on when I wasn't walking her, she was gonna freeze.
Yeah.
It's important. If you don't leave that harness, just don't leave a harness on. Just don't leave a harness on them at all. Just
Yeah.
don't.
I mean, they can get their legs caught in it, and
Don't do it.
just- yeah.
It's wears their fur off funny, and especially if they're outside in any kind of inclement weather, they need that fur. That's their protection.
Yeah.
That is their protection.
Yeah, and a
So
lot of people don't know, even the bottoms of their paws in the wintertime are completely furred over
yep,
so that they can walk on ice.
and they're webbed too,
Yeah.
so they can walk right. She walks right over the top of it, and I'm falling through, and she's just looking at me like, "What's your problem?"
Yeah.
Good point. All right, guys. Well, we're back, and in the time it took you to watch this whole video, Storm's gone through my office, poop over the register where the cold air will blow that smell all over. Yes, and it's just a normal day in Storm's world. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So you guys tell me, yes or no? Are you still interested in raising foxes? If you are, well, go to saveafox.org, because over there is where you can adopt them. And she does a good job. I've been to her facility many times. She doesn't raise them for pets. She raises them to save. She makes sure that she hooks the right people up with the right animals. Yeah. All right, guys. God bless. Go get them. I think it's time for her to take a nap. Are you tired? Are you tired? Yeah. Oh. What's wrong? What? Well, you don't want to. Oh, you don't want to be held anymore. And away she goes.
For your first real truck. GMC's here.
Be nice.
Just announced 50 million more purchase cash on special equipped Sierra SLT crew cab on us. Only over 11,000 total value on a special equipped Sierra
Anger issues.
Financial. It's the Memorial Mattress Sale.
Be nice. Be nice. Be a nice little gremlin.
Mattress locations.
Are you smiling? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. It's okay. It's okay. You're a nice girl.
5W, this is your northbound side headed to downtown at 28th Street. Pretty backed up, starting around 42nd.
Nice little fox.
45 minutes to your drive time.
Nice little gremlin.
Now,
Watch out for the other one.
Take away
Uh-oh.
2 lanes northbound. Take away.
Yep, found it.
And it sounds
Missed
like
it.
that is where we will be mid-June when it starts restricting lanes on 35W.
Don't subject Angel to Scrappy Doo.
Scrappy Doo.
Where slowdowns are, big slowdowns are right now, I should say. Put some drive times up there. So this is what an extra 4 minutes for you. Highway 10 eastbound right now on 610, an extra 5 minutes for you in between that merge there with 10 and 252, an extra 10 minutes at least on 169 in between.
That was a big bite.
Oh, I just dropped it though. You're gonna get eaten by your sister.
Right now, a little past 53rd and an extra 7 minutes for you
In here. Wait. The little one's already been on the other side in search of. No, this is the little one.
Yeah, that's the nice one. If you can actually say that about these two.
Are you sure?
Are you done? Do you feel better now? Get that out of your system? Hmm? And this little dude, is it girl? This little girl's just sitting here. Like, I'll let them go at it.